Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for joining us again. Today I want to share with you this deck. This deck is called the Bolas Blitz. Now this deck, of course, you can see over here, if you take a look at the name, obviously you'll know that it is a deck that you can use with Nicol Bolas, right? There are a few Nicol Bolas planeswalkers that you can use to play with this deck. I'm using Nicol Bolas the Ravager. The reason is because I like this ability here. For 9 loyalty points, right, you get draw 2. You know, that's pretty good. Nicol Bolas 1 has a draw 2 ability. You get some zombie tokens too, so that's also a really good option. One thing I wanted to point out also is that if you take a look at the cards here, you're really going to need these two. That's the really important cards. Those are the ones that we really need. The other ones here, like Jace the Mind Sculptor, that one's included for the purposes of having a good defense, right? So is this card here, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. That's also a good defensive card. But these are the two cards that are blue, right? So if you don't have a Nicol Bolas that's got the 3 colors, the black, the blue, and the red, and you only have a planeswalker that's only maybe 2 colors, the red and the black up here, you could still use this deck. You're just gonna have to take these two out, the Jace and the Teferi, and then put something else in. And again, these are for defense, right? So you could find a different way to play better defense if you wanted to without having to use the blue. Anyway, that being said, this is how this deck works. Tainted Adversary is a nice creature. It's probably one of the most powerful, I guess, cards that are in the standard rotation that we have right now. It says, when this creature enters the battlefield, you may drain all mana from your hand and graveyard. If you do, this card's level is increased by the amount of mana drained this way. And then it says here, this is important, create X decayed zombie tokens. X is 2 times this card's level. So what we want to do is we want to have a lot of mana in the hand. Then we play this card. Once we play this card, we'll drain the hand. When we drain the hand, the card here says there's a level. The level will increase the amount of mana that we drain. Then we're going to multiply that mana that we drain, that number, by 2, and that's how many decayed zombie tokens we're going to be able to play. Alright, so if you have a lot of mana in your hand, that's really what you want. It's going to create this decayed zombie token that's going to be reinforced a lot of times, and it's going to be a really big and strong creature that's going to win games for you. That's how this deck really works. We're going to have a big creature, that zombie token, and those are the tokens that are going to win the game for you. To make this deck a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more destructive, you know, just a better deck, it would make sense that when those zombie tokens come out, they have haste. If they have haste, that means they're going to attack right then and there. And that's important because that's going to give us that 1-turn KO kind of a finishing move. This is how I'm giving our zombie tokens the haste ability. Right, I'm using the Reckless Stormseeker. You can use other cards. There are some really good spells out there that give haste, right? So you could use that too. But in this case, I'm using Reckless Stormseeker. It says at the beginning of combat on your turn, this target creature you control gains +1/+0 and gains haste until the end of your turn. So what we're going to try to do is play the Stormseeker, then play the Tainted Adversary, make a ton of zombie tokens, use the Stormseeker here to give those tokens the ability to attack on that turn, and once they attack, if they're big enough, the game's over. Okay, so let's take a look at some gameplay. We're hoping to show the way the tokens work. You probably notice there's a ton of other cards in the deck build. A lot of those cards are built for speed. A lot of them will help you to get mana that's free, right? Free mana is always good in a deck like this because we do want to make sure that we have a lot of free mana that we can drain. Alright, that being said, let's start the gameplay. For those of us that don't have Nicol Bolas the Ravager, I just show you guys the mana bonuses here. Blue and red will get you +2, and then black will get you the +3. Alright, so we'll keep that in mind as we make these matches. Wow, we got some good cascades right off the bat. That's great. Alright, taking a look at the game. We're doing good here. Tainted Adversary, we can use that if we want, but I'm gonna just hold on to it. We're gonna make those nasty zombie tokens, but we're gonna kind of just be patient here. All right, so it's our turn again. I tell you what we'll do. We'll draw the 2 cards. I'm hoping, darn, I was hoping to find the Storm Seeker, because that will give us the ability to do some really good things. We'll have the haste, things like that. Okay, so as it looks now, it looks like we've come to a nice place where we got some good things going. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn everything off as they are. I'm gonna try to put a lot of mana into the hand here. I didn't get a cascade that I wanted. All right, and here's the thing. With this next move, we'll hopefully we're going to try to get the haste. If we can't get the haste, that's fine. We got a lot of mana in the hand already, as you can see. So I'll launch this guy. You'll see the zombie tokens as they come out. And you kind of get the idea of why this is such a powerful deck, right? Hit the confirm button, it drains the hand. Now we have 34 for the level, right? So 34 mana was drained from the hand. Now, as we talked about with the Tainted Adversary, 34 mana is drained from the hand, and I'll get 2 zombie tokens for every mana drained from the hand. So that's going to be 68 of those tokens. Now, each of those tokens are 2/2, right? So 68 tokens times 2, because every creature is 2/2, is a lot of damage. Enough to win the game here. That's kind of why I hit the button there and I allowed it to be played, because we're going to be able to get a ton of tokens out. We're going to be able to win this one on the next turn as these guys will attack. That's basically what we want to see, right? It would have been nice to get the Storm Seeker out to give this guy haste, because you can see what's happening, right? He's big enough right now that he's able to attack and win, but if he had that haste, then this would be over on this turn, right? I'd say, yes, I want the haste. Go to the decayed zombie tokens, and they would attack, and then it would be done. But we don't have that. The draw wasn't great, but you know what? We're still going to win next turn. I'm going to click Not Now for here. They're going to make a move. It looks like they're going to get something for free. Oh my goodness, they're going to be able to block our creature. Actually, so this is what's going to happen. This spider here is going to be able to block. I got a spell in here I can use, but he's going to block this guy. We're going to be able to kill this guy who's their only blocker, and our zombie over here is going to be able to destroy our enemy. I could hit this button here, do some damage, but you know what? It's not necessary. Confirm. There we go. And there we go. Okay, guys, I hope you liked the deck. Like and subscribe. That helps the channel. All right, good gaming.